Yo, what up? What up? Yeah, episode number two. Pretty much gonna talk about how 2024 is starting, switching from carbon to aluminum, and just a few other things just to chill and chat about. um, Moving into the World Cups and everything coming up. So yeah, pretty much 2024 started off really, really solid. Like I said, I had a lot of time while I was injured to, kind of put in some off-season work. And so after grands, just straight back to it, putting in that work. But luckily, I had a lot of time to build while I was injured. So I feel like a lot of that stuff was coming around as I was, even doing the off-season stuff this year. I'm pretty excited about everything, how it's coming together and how it's just been improving just from a lot of the work and focus that I've put in. And yeah, Sarasota started off really, really good. I got a second and a third. I really, really wanted to win one of the days as I felt like I was capable of it, but just a few mistakes and little things kind of held me out from being there. But podiums, just really good laps, smart riding, a lot of things to take away that I'm, very excited about taking, towards the World Cups, which is really the biggest thing, like smart racing and, being, smart in the pack and, just understanding your situations. So those were stuff that I took away from the weekend that I'm excited to bring to the World Cups again. I feel like after my injury, I was a little timid around the Supercross stuff, but I went straight to Argentina like 3 days after riding a bike after a 4 month off, 4 or 5 month off, major injury. So like it was obviously probably going to be a little bit like that in Argentina. So yeah, either way, it was fine. It was a crazy race, just getting used to. Like it wasn't that I was slow, I just was nervous about being in between and doing all that stuff, over the jumps first time straight into it. So I feel like it got better and better as I've been riding, training. Went to Florida for a bit, riding Chula, styled, just putting a lot of work in and getting back into the Supercross groove. Is feeling good. So it was good to go to Sarasota and see some of that show there. And I still feel like I was, not at the best I can be, which is really cool. Like that's something that makes me excited for the future and, everything coming up that I can get better and better. So I'll take it. Starting off the points, like I said, I wanted to be up for a USA BMX title this year. And especially with the Olympic stuff, it's going to be probably a little bit different than most years. Like last year started off really, really stacked at every race, and now we've kind of had our core group, and I think it might be like that for a little bit just because of the Olympics. So I'm sitting second, so I want to keep that rolling. So I am going to Phoenix before we take off to New Zealand. So that's one of my goals is to be up for the title, no matter what. And I just feel like I haven't had the chance to ever do that from the start of the season, and I'm starting off solid, so I might as well keep it rolling with the USA season and not miss Phoenix and stuff like that. So, yeah, we'll go to Phoenix. Should be a solid group there. Get some flat hill in. Really been riding all Supercross. I've had like probably 3 to 4 flat hill sessions since Grants, but it's all good. I want to be prepared for the World Cups, but also, I want to go out there and get on the box or put myself for a position to win in Phoenix. So yeah, I mean that's pretty much the start of 2024, where we're at, where we're headed, and everything's been going good. I found a way to get some good sponsors behind me. I have Alpha, Promax, The Jungle, Biolab, Odyssey, Fly. Um, so I have a really good core group around me, and Onyx helps me with stuff, and HT's gonna hook me up with some pedals finally. So that's really cool. And really, I just wanted to be, a part of people that wanted me to be a part of their stuff. As I feel like I've, you know, shown that I have what it takes to do this stuff. And I just, have had mistakes or injuries or stupid shit kind of hold me back from that. So I feel like I just at this point was, trusting in myself, believing in myself, and I really know I can do it. And I just kind of wanted to do it myself, and have people that wanted to be a part of that journey with me, not just for whatever was right there in the moment, for what's to come. And I feel like the people that I've built around me are about that, and it's very exciting and it's super cool. And it's crazy too because like I did reach out to people, like I reached out to Mongoose, kind of got told no. I was chatting with Huffy a little bit, but that never really went anywhere. Um, and then honestly I didn't really reach out to anybody. I was kind of just focused on getting on whatever I wanted and riding and going out there and getting results. So I didn't really chat with many teams or even sponsors. I was trying to just build my own thing, really, and it's so far going good. I just wish a few of the things that I tried to set up would have, worked out too. Like even I reached out to the USA BMX Foundation um, to help me with, at least like entry fees or something, just to help out, as it's the foundation. And I feel like I have a really good like story to be able to tell to those kids in the schools. So I offered to like speak to schools. I offered to help with clinics. I've offered to help with, anything in a positive way to just get some help back. I've chatted with Shane a few times, but I never really got anything back. So that was kind of a bummer just because, like they do a lot of the stuff with schools. And I feel like that's something that I really fit the perfect, like image for. Probably not by looks or by my story, but a lot of the things that I've been through or go through, and trying to turn it around and do the stuff that I'm doing now, a lot of kids relate to. And so I just thought that would be like a perfect fit to get some help, and it just didn't work out. So that sucked, especially just because on top of getting help from them, I wanted to speak to schools and do stuff inside the BMX world. And I just always feel like I'm kind of outcasted a little bit from a lot of things in a way and not in a way. Like I don't know if it's because I look crazy, I talk differently, I say a lot of dumb shit. Um, it could be all those things, but at the end of the day, I am a really, good person. I do my best to help anybody I can, even more than myself, or even, people that I probably should need to try and help, or even just in any general. I just feel like I'm a very giving person, and it just, I hate when people, like I said, I don't know if they think of me as a bad kid or a bad person. I just don't know, why I wouldn't be able to have some situation like that, especially with just leading to being a role model to kids and just kind of fitting that role. But it is what it is. I feel like everything will come into a full circle, and more people might come around and want to be a part of this journey. But if not, then it is what it is. But I just really thought it would have been cool to have a sponsor that, not a full team sponsor, but like a side sponsor that I could go speak to schools, be a part of a lot of cool shit. But I don't know. And other than that, I really didn't chat with a bunch of people, like I said, just to fill you guys in. So you guys aren't like, oh, he just did his own thing for no reason. Like it was something that I was comfortable with, but I also did, like I said, chat with the little things, but I didn't go out of my way. I really just waited till, like, dude, I finished like setting things up the 3 days before Sarasota with some of the sponsors and some of the stuff that I was doing. So I need to be better at that stuff, but it is what it is, and I'm happy with where I'm at. And yeah, moving forward, aluminum and carbon. So I've had a lot of people ask me about that, and I truthfully like aluminum better. I think it just has a little more give, and it kind of just fits my riding style a little bit more. It's a little less, stiff in certain, situations like over jumps, or just really, I don't know what the exact answer I'm trying to give. I like the aluminum better, um, and that's just something I prefer. And really, the Alpha didn't change their technology or their top tube or anything besides, like a tapered head tube from when I rode it before I was on Haro. So really, I was already something I was comfortable with, excited about, and so really, I didn't change too much, just really from aluminum to carbon, and I have the same size, the same everything, and like I said, it was the same. It's not technology, the same, everything that was like, I wrote it before. So yeah, I'm very happy with the aluminum. That's my take on it. I never really felt a difference, but I just like the aluminum better. I just don't know what the difference would be. And also going back to, I have aluminum rims that I'm putting back on this weekend for Phoenix. I just haven't got them built. And then I have the Pro Max carbon cranks on now too. So those are pretty legit. I like them so far. Just got to keep getting used to them. Never thought I'd ride carbon cranks. So shout out to Promax, not only for sponsoring me this year, but for creating products that I feel like I'm putting myself in positions to trust. That's a big thing for me. Like I like to jump a lot of big shit or do a lot of dumb stuff on my bike. If it's riding it outside or trails or triples, whatever it is. And so I really want to make sure I can trust stuff that I ride, and they assure me that it's stuff that is you know solid enough to be ridden, and I have, been riding it. So, I'm excited about that. That's the first thing that I said I would never do carbon, and now I have it, which is the crank. So we'll see how it goes. I'm excited. They feel good, and I'm taking them to the World Cup. So we'll definitely see how they go. And I'm racing them this weekend in Phoenix. But I'll bring an extra set of the aluminums just to have them. But I do have faith in the carbons, and I like them a lot. Um, but yeah, well, pretty much that's the switches that I made on my bike. Really, nothing else. A lot of the parts are the same, besides their Pro Max now. But I kept like the sizing and all the, way everything is almost identical to what I had. So my setup's not too crazy or too different. So I'm excited about that. And other than that, we're just getting ready for the World Cups coming up. This is Olympic qualifying. We have two spots tied up right now with Netherlands, GB, and a few other countries. So, we got to lock in as a country to gain some more points to get those two spots. It's going to be tough to get three, but I wouldn't say it's not possible. It's just, it would take a lot. And I mean, if we go out there and perform, it can happen. It's just about all of us performing, or the top three of the country points. Um, which is Jeremy, Cam, and Cam. I didn't get any points last year besides some from Argentina, and that was one weekend out of 8. So I'm not where I want to be in the points or anywhere in the rankings or anything, which is perfectly fine. I'm super content about it. Injuries happen, shit happens, it holds me back. But I do, have faith in doing it this year, of being in the top three in points, being in the mix for all of this stuff. I've put in all the work, and I know it's going to pay off. It just a little bit bittersweet because I want to be a part of the team. And, winning that champs, I thought that would give me that, but it ended up, not doing anything really. I still get a lot of help at the center, like training, food, help with rehab. Like they do a lot for me. So like, it's not that they don't do anything for me. Like when I go to a trip, like, yeah, maybe they won't be able to pay for it, but Jamie and, the team USA, they do help me with a lot of stuff. So like, I don't want people to think that I'm ungrateful or think that I'm like, oh, fuck them or fuck this. I don't mean to say the F word so much either. Um, it just sucks because, at those races, all these countries, they have full team of Cairo support, therapy, whatever it is, everything from recovery to this, to that. And you're going against those people. So it's like, like if I'm not around the team and can't get help with, like a flush massage or, some recovery food, water at the track, or just being a part of that environment, like it just is a little bit tougher when you're going up against people that are fully ready just to touch the bike, get in the gate. And it doesn't fuck with me much anymore because I'm doing everything and I'm ready to do it no matter what, solo, help or not, whatever. But I think that's the biggest thing for me is like I just wanted to be a part of that support. And I feel like growing up, I never had like that like extra support of like, yo, you can like I don't know how to explain it. Just like some childhood trauma shit probably, but I just feel like I've always had hard, tough love or hard support. And I feel like being a part of a program where like, if you're going up to the gate, like, hey man, you can do it or this and that, I just feel like that's something that would benefit me. But either way, I'm going to do it myself. I think that's something that I wish I could be a part of the team for. Just because it sucks like sitting in the pit with them and feel like you're not a part of the team and get treated like that. I think that's a shitty feeling and it kind of carries into your racing sometimes, at least for me, just like sitting in the pit and you can't get a sandwich or something and you're just like sick. It fires you up also, but then you're just like, man, this is a shitty situation and you're at the biggest races that you need to be the best at your sport. Just tough sometimes, but like I said, I was injured. I got to earn it. I didn't earn it and I will earn it this year. And this is a crazy year, especially with the Olympic stuff. Like Cam Wood got some finishes in Argentina, so he has a good set of points towards that. But the second spot, me, Cam, Jeremy, Joey, Corbin, and anybody else going for it are all tied for the second spot if we do get one. And it comes down to main event finishes. So, plan is to go out there, make some mains, and put myself in a position to fight for it, and not just say I want to do it. So that's where we're looking right now for the Team USA Olympic team. We got to get the spots first of all, but we also have to perform to get those spots, which also carries over into our self performance, which the points go off of main events. So we have to perform as a team, but we also have to perform as an individual. And the only way you can get Olympic points is by making a main. So no matter what, if you don't make the main, you have 0 points. And then you can make a podium at the Worlds, and no matter what, you go if you podium at the Worlds. So there's definitely some windows to make make all of this possible. It's just about, me and doing it, and, staying healthy and focused. I think I can do it. And that's all I got to do is just ride my bike, believe in myself, and, put the trust to the work that I've put in, and not beat myself up about stuff that I don't have that other people have, or beat myself up because I'm not on the team and everybody is. I need to stop letting that little stuff get to me. It frustrates me. It sucks, but I need to let that stuff go on those moments and those days, because letting that shit affect me, they don't care. Nobody cares if it affects me besides me, and I need to stop that because that stuff is affecting me some days, and I can't have that at those big moments. And I feel like I'm ready for those moments now. I've been having like even like flashing of like close my eyes and I'll see myself like leading a race or whole shotting or being in moments that I've like dreamed of, and I got to be ready for those, and I can't overthink and just all that type of stuff. So I'm very excited for what's coming up. I'm almost nervous because I'm actually ready. So it almost throws me off a little bit, but not in a bad way. Just like going somewhere prepared feels weird, I guess. Like starting off this year being prepared for things and doing stuff professional way it's a whole different ballgame. That's why, dude, some of those dudes that have the full support, like France, those dudes are dialed in. I can't imagine showing up to the race just knowing that you're just going to put your bike in the gate and that's it. Not have to worry about a snack, a food, a ride, a this, a that. Like that's insane. But yeah, that's that coming up. I'm excited for that. So we went over some of the 2024 start, carbon, aluminum, my sponsorship stuff, and the World Cup's coming up. So pretty much that's a small little episode of, a few things to chat about. If you guys want to hear certain discussions, let me know, comment below. But yeah, that's a lot, pretty much what I had for just a quick little random episode. And yeah, I hopefully will have a new one soon. Hopefully some with some guests and some different type of, videos, but this is what I'm doing right now. And I hope you guys enjoy. Thanks for tuning in. See you guys later.